Hey everyone, it's me, Miss G, and welcome to Miss G and You. Just checking in to see how you're doing. It's been hot these last few days, and the dogs are barking. This is just kind of how life is when we're at home, social distancing and only being able to go out for essentials. It's life. But wanted to talk to you all today about something that is kind of serious. We have the check-ins and hope you're doing okay type thing and you got this, but then sometimes we have to have those real more serious conversations because we know that life is not always fun and games, that real stuff happens and challenges do come. So I wanted to talk to you about depression. And a lot of people use the word, I'm depressed, or she's depressed. And depression is real. Um, and there's even more serious depression, clinical depression, major depression, a real diagnosis. And so want to talk about some of those feelings that we have, and not to make you feel like, ooh, I've got real serious depression, because you may not. You may have some of the symptoms of depression, but you are not necessarily to be diagnosed as having major depression. No, no, not at all. But just to kind of give you some information to assess yourself. And there's a difference between depression and grief and loss, sadness, and just regular sadness. Because someone loses, um, you know, a race or didn't do so well on a test, or they have a breakup. It's not necessarily the sadness of depression. It's just, a response to what they're going through. But there is, like I said earlier, there is um, more serious clinical depression that is really truly a diagnosis. So I will have my notes before me because I don't want to forget anything or miss anything. Um, and I want to be sure that I say it now, that I do welcome your comments. I do hope that this is really beneficial for you. And I always say that it's my aim to encourage and inspire, and that's exactly what I want to do today with even this real talk about depression. So, like I said, it is a real condition. It does exist. There is a real diagnosis of depression. And some of the symptoms of depression are you may feel sad, or what they call a depressed mood. You have a loss of interest in activities and things that you once enjoyed, and now you don't even want to do them. It's no fun. A change in your appetite. Maybe you don't have an appetite anymore and you're just not eating. Or you're eating and eating and eating and eating, just trying to fix it, trying to fill the void. Or you're losing weight or gaining weight and you're not trying to diet or not trying to gain weight. Have trouble sleeping, can't get to sleep, or you just flip-flopping or not sleeping at all. They call that insomnia. Or just sleeping too much. Sleeping, trying to sleep away the feelings, trying to sleep away what happened. Feeling worthless. Thoughts of death and suicide, self-harm. And these symptoms, for it to be real depression or be considered depression, is that they have to take place for at least 2 weeks. So how does someone become depressed? Maybe chemicals in the brain can cause depression. Genetics. Sometimes, someone in my family or my parent, and my grandparent, they had depression, and so, I'm more apt to get depression. Maybe someone has a personality of depression. Maybe they have low self-esteem, or they're likely to get overwhelmed, just truly overwhelmed with stress. And then maybe someone is always thinking the worst of a situation. That personality may cause them to be more vulnerable to depression. Um, Exposure to constant crime, neglect, abuse, or even poverty can cause someone to have those depressed symptoms or feelings. So, how is depression fixed? What can you do about it? Well, there's medication, especially for those who may have some brain chemical issues. You can take medication. Therapy, talk therapy, or psychotherapy. Pretty much just talking about it, talking out what has happened in your life, talking about your feelings, talking about what you're going through. Um, Talking it out can change the way you think. And if you change the way you think, then you change the way you act or behave. Um, Help yourself. That's always best to try first to reduce your symptoms or the bad feelings. So, what can you do to help yourself? You can exercise regularly to create positive feelings and improve your mood. You can get enough sleep, definitely, and they say 8 hours regularly of sleep can help improve your mood. Eat a healthy diet. A lot of times, we're grab and go. It's easy to just go get something that doesn't take a lot of preparation and pop it in the microwave and down the hatch it goes. But to really plan out a nutritious diet, they talk about the 4 or 5 food groups, but getting it all in, salads and vegetables and fruits, whole grains and protein, those are good to provide nutrition, healthy nutrition for us, and that's going to help our mood as well. Now, we'll say this: if helping yourself doesn't seem like it's working, then maybe it's time to talk to someone. Talk to someone about what you're going through. Talk it out, vent it out, cry it out about what you're going through. And if talking to someone, maybe a parent, a friend, a trusted adult, a teacher, it doesn't work, then you may need to try something a little bit more, I guess maybe the next step, for lack of a better word. And that may mean that you go to a therapist. Because if things are really, really bad and what you're doing is not helping, don't ignore it. Just, really take it as something possibly serious. Because anything that's going on and we don't address it can get worse. I said this before: depression is real, but help is available. Therapy, depression, mental health, those are words that we don't like to hear, we don't like to use. I think that therapy and mental health has a negative reputation. But, it's almost like going to the doctor when you're sick. The doctor will write out a prescription, and what do? We go to the pharmacy, we fill it, and we take it. We don't even think about it. Same thing, if we've got things going on with our emotions and our thoughts, our mental health, yeah, we need to make that word part of regular conversation, just like apple and orange or Takis. But we all have mental health, and depending on what's going on in our life or what we're faced with, will change our mental health. Someone who is enjoying an ice cream cone in this hot weather, they're happy. And so their mental health will look happy. And then someone who is hungry and, starving, just really having a bad day, their mental health is going to look like it. They may be crying. They may have the look of being mad and frustrated. They may lash out at others. All of that is mental health. From one end of the spectrum to the other, from good, so to speak, to bad. We all have mental health. And so let's look at mental health and therapy as something that's good. because it's good. Um, let's take care of ourselves, all of ourselves, from head to toe. Why? Because that's what we need to do in this day and time. We need to take care of ourselves. A lot is going on, and we want to make sure that we're at our best and we're able to function. We're able to sit in those Zoom classes, Zoom meetings, and do the work. So let's take care of ourselves so we can be as best as we possibly can. We deserve it, right? As I always say, and I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again, it's my aim to encourage and inspire. If you like what you hear, like, subscribe to my channel, and share it. And please, comment. Comment that it's beneficial. Comment what you feel. Comment your experiences. Share. So I'll know what you're talking about, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. That's what it's all about, is us helping one another. And you know, I can learn from you as well. So please, listen. If you like it, subscribe to my channel, comment, and share. I hope that you all are having a good day. Take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health and well-being as well. Until the next time, have a great one.